salty from the harsh winds and cold sand, by so bitter a day be laid.
What the hell are you so bitter about?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to TalkWord. This is the show where we get super curious about English words. And today, we're digging into one that's got so much flavor and a whole lot of feeling. We're talking about the word bitter. Okay, so let me ask you something a little strange. What on earth could a strong cup of black coffee and a really painful memory possibly have in common? I know, it sounds like a weird riddle, right? But the answer is actually wrapped up in this one single word, and it shows you just how incredibly deep language can be.
So let's start with the most obvious meaning, right? The one we can literally taste. We're talking about what happens right there on your tongue.
All right, so let's get a little scientific for a second. Bitter is one of the 5 basic tastes your tongue can pick up on, along with sweet, sour, salty, and umami. It's that sharp, kind of pungent flavor that makes you go, ooh, And what's really cool is that from an evolutionary perspective, this sense of bitterness might have been like a built-in alarm system for our ancestors to help them steer clear of poisonous stuff. Pretty smart, huh?
And you know this taste, right? It's everywhere. It's that jolt from your black coffee in the morning. It's that intense flavor in super dark chocolate, or even the rind of a grapefruit. And oh man, who can forget the taste of certain medicines? Yikes. We all know that taste instantly. It's unmistakable.
But here's where things get really interesting, because bitter isn't just a taste. That's the amazing thing about language. This word takes this huge leap from a simple physical sensation all the way into the super complex world of our emotions.
So let's dive into that feeling. We're moving away from the tongue now and heading straight for the heart. And trust me, this emotion can be every bit as sharp and intense as the taste.
So when we say someone feels bitter, it's not just that they're sad or angry. It's a specific mix, It's this messy cocktail of hurt and anger and this lingering resentment. And almost always it's because they feel like something deeply unfair happened to them.
And this is such a great way to see the difference. Look, sadness can be pretty general. Like you can be sad because it's raining. But bitterness? Oh, that has a target. It's pointed at something or someone. Think about it. You might be sad your favorite team lost, but you feel bitter if you think the referee made a terrible call that cost them the game. See? That sense of, that wasn't fair. That's the secret sauce for bitterness.
And this right here? This is the perfect connection between the two meanings. You know that feeling of forcing down some awful-tasting medicine? Well, that's exactly what it feels like to accept a painful, unfair reality. A bitter truth is one of those facts that is just really, really hard to swallow.
Okay, so we've got the taste, we've got the feeling, now for the fun part. How do we actually use this word and all its cool phrases so you sound totally natural? Let's check out some common ways you'll hear it. Here are 3 big ones you'll hear all the time. First up, a bitter pill to swallow. That's when you have to accept some really unpleasant news. Next, bitter rivals. This is for 2 teams or people who have this long, intense, angry history with each other. And finally, to the bitter end. This means you are sticking with something until it is absolutely finished, no matter how tough it gets. Total determination. Okay, so let's pull all of this together. Because once you really get the word bitter, it opens the door to another amazing and complex word, bittersweet. So when you really stop and think about it, bitter is just an incredible word, isn't it? It's amazing how it perfectly connects a physical taste to such a deep emotion. It's a word for the tongue, and it's a word for the heart. And that's what bittersweet is all about. It's when you feel happy and sad at the exact same time. Like graduating. You're so happy to be done, but so sad to leave your friends. It's that beautiful, painful mix. So I want to leave you with this to think about. What's a bittersweet memory that sticks out for you? Hey, if you had fun geeking out over the word bitter with us, you should totally check out the TalkWord mobile app. You can actually create your own little word explainers just like this one, with a couple of friendly hosts to guide you. It's such a cool way to practice and share what you know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch you on the next TalkWord.
This tea is bitter.
You dealing with a bitter woman who only want to see y'all separated and unhappy.